What's up, dude? I forgot I was gonna wait till after this load screen to do this because it's so fucking bright. There we go. See? That's better now, right? And then I can turn the light down. Since the brightness of the game and everything's always changing, you know. It's hard to get the lighting right. My little ring light. Alright, let's get right into it. What's up, buddy? Forgot that's not as close to me. Oh, Plant Mancer. I've never seen that, I don't think. I think I've seen it once, actually.
Not so hard.
Let me warm up. I like how I'm like, let me warm up to a fucking single player game.
I'll race you there.
Gotta warm up. Just getting warmed up. And then move the keyboard. Hey.
Hey.
Get the bait. Hey, you guys need to go towards the bait. Come on. Damn it. Come on. Alright. Who's still fighting? Y'all? I dodged yo.
Dodge this.
Fucking hey, dude. I just more recently tried holding down, I guess we named her a real, because I guess that's what someone in chat had her name. I'll probably end up changing her back to Maddie though. Because I kind of was just getting used to having my name right there. Baimon's, we can make it Baimon's bitch. That'd be funny. Make it snack or something. Got some more Primo Gem, I say Primo Gem, it sounds better. I know it's Primo. But I don't know. I keep finding myself saying Primo Gem without trying. Hey bud. What you doing? You guys gonna you're just gonna chill there? Okay. Hey bud.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Get the dance. Boop. Oh, she's gonna die.
Be gone.
Better just go all out on him, not give him a chance. Just not give him any chance to do more damage, because that was gonna. Oops. Oh, say okay, I get it. Okay. Is there a place to cook? So we're I think we're still trying to figure out that one entrance actually. Yes, we bet you can't. We can't keep up with you. I understand that, Amber. I fully understand that you think we can't keep up with you. I fully get it. Okay, Amber. Oh, there was a dono from earlier. $2 from someone. I actually have to go pull up the stream elements thing to see it again. But I wanted to just thank him on stream because I didn't have the noties open or the notifications set up. I didn't realize I needed to add the browser source for stream elements as well. I don't know how I didn't realize that because I had to do it for my sound effects. But yeah, I have the browser source in now and everything, and it should work now. So I won't, you know, basically ignore someone's donation. I emailed them and thanked them. I was like, yo, dude, thank you. Yeah, I said thank you. I didn't realize I didn't have my notifications overlay set up for that thing. Alright, so this is what I was having trouble with earlier, and this is what just made me stop playing earlier, kinda. I have no idea what to do. Oh, look at that statue's gone now. There was one here. What? Why is it gone now? Why is it gone now? Did I actually need VSync on in this game? I accidentally had it on and it was working. And I noticed a little screen tear. Okay, so do you want me to... That's what I did for the other ones, I thought. Is this just not unlocked at all yet for me? Like, I don't understand what to do. I know that's the right element, but am I doing it completely wrong? I must be. I must be doing something completely wrong. But let's see. Wait, let's go ahead and do some dailies then, I guess. But first we can claim an achievement. Some more Primo Gem. Cool, cool, cool. Notices. Yeah, okay. Mail. What? They compensate you for maintenance? How cool is that, dude? Dear travelers, this round of scheduled maintenance is now complete. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding. Here is compensation for this maintenance session. Please remember to claim it in time. Wait, did we get that no matter what? Or did we get it because I was playing when it said, hey, we're going to go down soon? Either way. What's this? What? You're giving me a lot of Primo Gem. Dear travelers, we apologize for the following issues that occurred during version 1.2. When another traveler joins the world in co-op mode, I want to read this. Sorry, but I don't care if it doesn't matter. We apologize for the following issues that occurred during version 1.2. When another traveler joins the world in co-op mode, the ability of some character skills to break monster shields becomes inconsistent with single-player mode. Okay, that's fixed, I guess, right? Some character constellations and talents incorrectly affected by cooldown reductions. Okay, that's good thing that's fixed. Some character talents suffer abnormalities. The aforementioned issue has presently been fixed. Yada yada. Please refer to the update notice details regarding the issue under the character and co-op sections. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see what they fixed, to be honest. Alright, cool. That's awesome. Ooh-wee. What's this? Wait, look, they look familiar. Are these ones like back in rotation or something? Like, have these been in rotation before? When I first started playing this, people kept telling me, wait till I have 10 wishes to get to 10 wish stack. It's like, why did there was no reason to. I could have just done it. Could have been doing it from the start. Dang it. Give me a character. Please. Please give me character. No, no. Character, last one. What do we got? Fuck. This is still the same. We got, well, that was fun while it lasted. Excuse me. That was fun while it lasted. Now I just have no idea how to get this working. There's those little blue floating ghost things going around. And I went into that, but otherwise I can't figure out what to do. Oh, and there's this. If I scan. I don't know what to do with that. What do you want me to do, game? Game, what do you want me to do? Okay. Wait, what else do we got? Header profile. What does it want me to do? Character showcase. Hide it. Show. Oh, is it hiding right now? Okay. Show it. Well, I don't have anything rare, but I'll put some shit in my showcase. I guess I'll put everything but the main character, because everybody has the main. It's like, yeah, look at these characters that everybody probably has. Woohoo! Okay, we're gonna name her, what should we, hey Siri, give me a random name.
In common parlance, randomness is the apparent lack of pattern or predictability in events.
It's not what I wanted.
Would you like to hear more?
No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, what are we gonna make? Okay, let's just move on. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's do my dailies. Go to the handbook. Go missions. We already did that, I guess. We're gonna go there. How far is this? Not insane, but kind of far, man. Alright, on the road again. But now I'm distracted by more shit. Okay. How do I unlock it? No. We're going here. We're gonna go see if I can unlock that. Like, what is that? Can we do it? I wanna see. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Damn. Damn, Daniel. Alright, we're gonna going the wrong way toward the city. I'm just following the purple, I guess. Oh, I was following I only see it on the mini map. I was following my main mission, I guess, or that side quest. You're right. Actually mark where I was trying to go. Okay, so just south. Okay. Let's just go south. What's up, Falcon? Watch it, it's gonna stay locked, like I know it is. But we might as well get the fast travel thing that's over there too, cause right, there's one right by it. Kinda, yeah. Might as well just grab all those. Come on! Probably didn't need to do that last one. Oh my gosh, the fucking Japanese voice for Lisa is I saw that a while ago too, but I saw a video today again. It's fucking weird, dude. Like they didn't need to go that far with it. I guess there's one right here too we can get. What are you guys so happy about? Fuck you. Fuck you, guy. I love how it just doesn't do anything. Damn, dude. Can I go in? Of course not, obviously.
Where
I
has
should.
Master gone this time?
What you want, guy? Where's who going? Cool. Nice viewpoint. Am I going the right way still? Yeah. Okay.
Are you staring at?
We're going to turn right. Got some more. Bullets barn, find blah 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 blah. I don't care. Sorry, sorry, I read it. Is that the bridge? Yeah. Let's see if I'm right, and I'm assuming it's gonna stay. It's locked either way, even if I go there manually or. But we're gonna. What? Oh. What? Oh, it's up to the harbor and then go here. Oh, okay, I get why. And then I just walk there. Okay, I'm stupid. I should read. So I just go straight across the bridge. Thank you, game. You a merchant? Isn't that? Oh, please, pick at your leisure. Oh, can I sell though? Okay, but I do know I need cream, right? For that one dish. What would be for the milk? Forget. I actually don't know the recipe. I think I need an onion for something though. Shrimp meat. Fuck yeah, rice, whatever. Cool guy. Just buying stuff without even checking recipes. I do know I need the milk though, so I can make that stamina cream soup stuff. I'm guessing, yeah, it's that building, yeah. Cool. What you guess for? Hey, buddy. Just standing there, waiting for me to leave. Ugh. Now Tanuku Valley, 2? I can't read, I guess. Is something wrong? Oh, Charlie, it's you. Pleased to see you. Though I certainly wasn't expecting to run into you today. I guess, yeah. Anyway, I haven't told the Valley lately. The guild has been receiving constant stream of reports about earthquakes in those areas recently. It was just minor tremors at first, but they've begun getting more and more serious since. Then, not long ago, we received word of a particularly strong earthquake that caused part of the mountains and ruins to collapse, revealing a giant cavern. Oh shit, dude. I can't read out loud what's up, I meant. I can't. I wish I could just do it all like voice actory, just smooth. They've also mentioned that some unknown monsters have been sighted in the area based on the descriptions. They're well known to be other than the Genesis Primo. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't care anymore. If I wanted to read, I would play the visual novels again. What do you want me to do? Where's that new one? Characters on other quests. Okay, we'll just do. Oh shit. 500 adventure XP? That's the highest I've seen so far, I think, for my own quest. There's 450 Primogens. 250. Okay. Do that. 2,000 meters that way. Okay, can we fast travel a little closer? Yeah, we can actually. And I'll end up unlocking another one of those on the way, so I should be able to go there. If I redo this again, will I be able to get XP? Now we're gonna go get 500 from that other place. And then we can do a main quest, I think, finally, right? Let me know how the stream is going, if it's lagging or not, because I updated it to 1080p. I want to see if it's worth it, or if Twitch even allows me to stream in 1080p. Like my output's 1080, but I didn't check if the actual Twitch viewer is doing it in 1080. Because you might have to be affiliate for that, I'm not sure. Hey, there's the thing I needed earlier. What are you doing? That's the thing I need. I saw them all attached to those pillars or podium, whatever things. And the 3 out of 4 of them went attached to it. I should be able to break that too, right? I think so. Come on. No? Could have sworn I've done that, something like that before. Now we're just
Bet
go
you
around
can't keep
and
up
fight.
with me.
Go a little bit like overkill on these lower levels.
I'll race you there. No one escapes my sights.
They didn't even need the bait. The bait didn't do anything. We just threw it out. It's like Mario Morty. We just have it there because he's fun. Morty. More Primo Gem. Sick. That's what I'm grinding for mainly. But the XP sounds pretty good too. Okay, which way would... That would be a long way around, so I would have had to just go around the other way. Okay, cool. Sick. That's great. Marvelous. Come on, game, play some music so it's not awkwardly silent when I don't speak. Thank you. Actually, what the fuck?
I'll race you there.
Oh, now you're stopping. There you go. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just wandering around.
Bet you can't
to
keep
be
up
honest,
with me.
trying to go get to that camp. I got sidetracked by a fight though. I kind of want to play Doki in a bit. Kind of want to play Steins Gate. I do not know. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Cool, buddy. I guess we can do this one. It's gonna take longer, but I think it'll be better just to... Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Cool. You were generous for once, game. New entry. Well, I gotta fight him. I was gonna walk by to go do that camp, but... Okay, let's go fight this guy.
Don't be a killjoy. It had just begun. You can't run. Myself. Well,
I don't know how to fight him yet, hang on.
Windblade.
Big guy first.
Steady as stone.
looks like I went too far.
Prepare to be blown away.
you gonna do, guy? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That seemed to
I'll race you there.
Just why are you standing there? Why are you just standing there?
this.
This relic will be
Fight me.
frozen in time.
Like what? Come on. I don't want to fight you. You're just standing.
That seemed to work.
There you go. Come on. At least fight. Do something.
Freeze!
Windblade.
Yo, what were you? You were just like a bit. No, like what? I thought he would be a challenge, but you just had to just hit him a bunch. I even stopped fighting for a second because he stood there doing nothing.
That's cheating.
No, it's not. Oopsie.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Oh, did I? Dang, it looked like I ate that hit. Oopsie. Oh, you
No
thought
one escapes my sights.
no one can hide from my sight.
Hey!
Hey guy, your shield sucks. It's flammable. I don't think you want a flammable shield, bro.
Freeze!
I get quiet with this game, sorry. I just end up just playing. Hey buddy, come on.
Freeze!
He's just a bullet sponge. He's a high level. It makes sense, but I get it makes sense.
Windblade. That's more like it. Hey!
Alright, we're good. Cool, buddy. Alright, let's go see what we got. Anything good? I guess not. Let's see. Alright, still pushing on to that mission though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what we have to do. I gotta do that before I progress. Then we get distracted again. Hey buddy.
That's
Oof. That's hey! Hey! What level? These are lower levels, come on.
Don't get frostbite.
Oh.
not so hard.
I was gonna say, fuck your plants. I will destroy them even after.
I'll race you there.
Alright, almost there. It's taken a while to go on this journey, but that's what a journey or an adventure is, right? Because we are on an adventure, Charlie. Charlie. We're on a bridge, Charlie.
The situation here seems trickier than I thought.
Tricky. What's tricky? Excuse me? Did you want something? It's cold here. It's cold. Cold is the cold is the norm when you're up in a mountain like this. When you're up a mountain like this one, you look like a traveler. So, are you planning on scaling the mountain? Just to have a look. Fair enough. I'm not going to try and stop you. I've met my fair share of travelers, and whatever you say, there's no discussing. There's no dissuading them. Dissuading them. I guess. Yeah. I guess. I guess, game. Yeah, I got it wrong. Dissuading. That's what it was. All I say is if your speech is about this, you can keep around the body temperature at all times. If your temperature drops too low, you will cool, slow down, but you can also injure yourself if you're unlucky to get attacked by a monster. I already know all this. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I shouldn't be doing that. But logically speaking, no air content in such a place should be strong. No one knows the reason why either. Apart from that strange air current, this mountain is also home to some very strange ice. This ice is incredibly hard to break, and will not melt when exposed to fire. It has provided a major obstacle for our exploration as a result. We have been unable to find a way to deal with the ice, so we've had to go around it. What's more, blue pants are often found growing near this ice, but usually. Sorry, lady. If I'm not playing that kind of game, I don't want to read that much. Are we gonna go find his dad? Where should I look? Alright, let's go. Let's go to the snow. Onward. Like how the snow's in the southern region.
I'll race you there. I won't let you down.
That don't really make sense. I guess unless it's all up high mountain, that's not, yeah. I guess.
Have a load of this. Shouldn't get careless.
Two of those guys.
Cool it.
Come on.
I must collect myself. Let's end this quickly. Well done.
Not so hard.
I don't think I can fight them right now. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go do this. I think I'm gonna switch to Steins Gate after this. After this one. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I want to. No. Just no. Leave me be. Please. I don't know where I'm going or how I'll get there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll have the stamina to get there at all. No matter what. Like, unless I go around. That's not gonna work. Whoa, hey, bud. Can't be sneaking up on folk like that. Cannot be sneaking up on folk like that. I have to make my way to a heat source actually as well. Yeah, we're gonna die. I need to find a heat source quick. There's one. That was really cutting it down to the wire, and I was really playing as Amber for some reason. I don't know why I didn't switch.
That's cheating.
I don't know why I switched to her either. I think that was just muscle memory.
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
It's a fun game though. Even if I'm still learning it and being stupid with it, I like it.
Leave it all to me.
Alright, let's keep going.
Someone needs assistance. Someone.
Alright, we're gonna have to be Noelle for now, actually. Oh, and once we get to 18, we can get Barbara too. So we'll have a better healer.
Leave it all to me, as a
Thank
good
you.
knight should.
She's really good though. Sick ass. So far, so smooth. The weather is fine, the supplies are plentiful, and the monsters have been on their best behavior. I also discovered a copy of Volume 6 of the Boar Princess in my backpack. Joel must have sneaked it in there, that cheeky kid. So look at this book, Brave Poor Princess, The Snow Journey, Mountain on the I haven't done myself. Who knows, maybe this book is bringing me good luck. Thank you, Joel. Anyway. No, I want to cook. I want to cook, please. Auto cook. Imagine. I don't know what makes it just do auto cook or what makes it so you actually have to click when the thing is moving. Okay, next clue, we're gonna go up.
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry? I don't know, dude. What is your hurry? What is the hurry? I knew it. I knew it. Alright, so, back to dailies, I guess, right? 41. Back to dailies, like I said. What? Where is it? Which one is it? Hang on. Okay. Don't know why the other one wasn't showing me like where it is, but let's go.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
All right. That's my daily, right? I really hope I equipped the right thing. But it's fine, we'll figure it out. Figure it out as we go. We will figure it out as we go. I saw that already. Alright. 700 meters. Let's move forward and see what we got going on. If anyone plays this game, what's your best way to get adventure rank? Or when you were a lower level, what was your best way to get an adventure rank? Because I've just been doing the dailies, been doing quests. My buddy said do the world bosses, but I don't know what the icon looks like for that. I don't really see any more icons on my thing, so I've just been grinding a few of the same things over and over, or the same kinds of things, I should say. This is not the same area. I like that. That'd be awesome, but I need to go find warmth. Uh-oh. There's a warm spot? Okay. I guess. We're safe.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. I won't let you down.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. First I have to hit the ground again. I'm sorry for that fucking shit. Man, I hate when it's like awkwardly quiet. I almost want to just play some that music on the Twitch thing.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Excuse me, just gonna use your warmth real quick.
No excuse for slacking.
No excuse for slacking.
Stay right.
Don't wanna. Yeah, it makes sense that it goes up way faster. Makes sense that it goes up way faster in the water. Obviously. Go up, come on, stamina. Oh, it's not freezing anymore. Cool.
Get ready for the Mondstadt.
Sorry. Alright, let's go. That's him? That's what I trekked all this way for? Really? Okay.
Steady as stone.
Yeah, Noel's really good. Leanne, what the fuck? Noel's really good.
Get him. Steady as stone. I'll catch up.
Come on, guy. Awesome. Doesn't show where that one is. Awesome. So I should be able to, I'm gonna unlock another teleport location too. Let's heal up too while we're here. Cause, well, no, right there. Oopsie, wrong button again. Give me that fish. Got a long way to go, even though it's only 200 meters. Gotta trek over this. Okay, we're gonna trek over that, I guess. I'm quiet, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be quiet and not talk. Bad streamer. We gotta at least engage, even if I don't have people chit-chatting in chat, you know, I gotta at least talk and be like, you know, welcoming and just something. Man, I'm just like, zoning out. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna call it early though. I'm gonna stream for a bit though. I mean, look, what, it's only 7:30 almost, which is pretty good time. It's kind of early.
I'll race you there.
Let's see. I want to finish my dailies though, for sure. Before I switch games. Alright. Now we just take the long way up. The long journey up the mountain. Fix that? Alright, cool. A long journey. Oh, probably shouldn't have jumped that one time, actually. We're good. Sick. Oh man, cutting it close. Cutting it too close, man. Hey. What's that?
I'll race you there. I'll race you there.
The music's peaceful when it finally kicks in, you know? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Bet you can't keep up with me. That's cheating.
That is, man. Go get her. Hit the bait. Take the bait. Take the bait. I did it again, huh? I just started getting quiet. Sorry about that. There we go. We beat him. And we got more guys coming in.
Let it rain.
Get out of here. Get out. Yeah. You're just a nuisance. Just nuisance. Just Monica. What? Oh, switching characters, it kind of just went through me. Damn. Sick. Right, last one. Where is it? Huh. Let's see real quick. Let's go here. There we go. 890 something. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. What are you doing?
Get him.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Swing blade.
What's the hurry?
Love those combos. Boop them into the water, get them wet, and then freeze them.
Dodge this!
They may be immune, I'm pretty sure, to frozen attacks, but not when, what's it called? Not when they're, you know, wet and actually get frozen, a block of ice. I want that chest. Let's get that chest.
Don't push
Then
your
we'll move
luck.
forward and talk to Edith.
What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen in time.
Talk to Edith. And see if what's Edith Finch. What's that game? What's that game called again? What remains of Edith Fincher? Cool. We all hit. We're gonna hit what's it called? Adventure rank 18 soon. Eventually. Right now, I'm a little content just gathering Primo Gem.
Hey!
Let's go. Sick. I was waiting for it to say, oh, you can't teleport when you're flying. It's one of those things again. What a shame. I can't use this material either. What are you working on? I mean to write a new book about Mondstadt's history that focuses on wind. Morty, and I'm looking for inspiration here. If you think about if you think about it, the ideal spot. There's a statue of the seven that represents Amino and a tree that's closely linked to the legend, to the great Vanessa, the great hero Vanessa. Ooh. Yeah, and I know this might sound funny. Looking for and gathering the winds without vision, to which I lack, is too difficult. And this so-called research for inspiration? Why, I'm just staring into space here. Most of my material is synthesized from secondhand resources as well. The person, that's the life of a person without a vision on this continent. Hello. To do much, yet achieve little. I can read out loud. What's up? Hi, I'm Matt. I know what I'm doing. I'm not that dumb. One cannot use the power of the elements without a vision, whether in research or in life. Those without them live like outsiders in their world. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. Maybe in the eyes of the gods, vision wielders are main characters of this world. Sorry, I said too much. And while I did say all this, I won't give up on my research. I can fucking read out loud. What's going on? I don't have a vision, but I won't lose in terms of scholarship. I've also heard that you can use the elements even without a vision. You could help me grab some objects and mute with amino, and that would really help me with my research. Could you help me climb this tree and have a look? How am I gonna help you climb this tree? I'll do it. What do you need specifically? You can see the elements, yes? I reckon that you just need to follow the trail of the wind and search that way. I'll be waiting under the tree. If you find anything, just bring it down to me. Search the tree for 3 traces of the wind. Bird egg. That would've sucked. Come on, one more. There's another thing right here too. No! Fuck. Gotta go all the way back to the top. Obnoxious. I knew where it was too. Alright. No! Huh? Where is it now? Yeah, I would have never found that if it wasn't glowing. Let me go talk to her. Alright. What's up, lady? Have you found anything? Are you winning, son? Does this game count as that? Are you winning, son? A few years. I got a few leaves here. Leaves? Let me have a look, please, huh? You can put them inside a box. In your hand. These leaves do indeed allow you to feel the wind. To think that this tree really had this power. If only I had a vision, then I wouldn't have to waste as much time. Thank you. This very precious resource, and I will use it as such. I did not finish Doki Doki. Welcome, Cherry. I was low-key waiting for you to come back to continue, because I do want to watch Alex's tonight as well. Alex's stream was, she was number 2 on all of Doki Doki. That was sick as fuck. Alright, still, I don't have any method of preserving these leaves. If fully possible that the wind, if blah blah blah, I don't want, it's not a reading game, I don't want to read. Only if it's the reading game. Okay, is that all my commissions? Sick. Okay, cool, now we can go back to Mondstadt, trade them in, and then maybe we can read some Doki Doki. I might retweet my stream tweet, to be honest, so I can try to get a couple, maybe some people from the Doki community in, so they can see my second reaction to it. But people love the first playthroughs, you know. It's hard. I just want to hit the affiliate so I can.
Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
So I can use my channel points and the polls and stuff like that. You know, it's gonna be sick. I'm more excited for all that stuff than the bits. Because you don't need bits, to be honest. There's other ways to do that. No one, who needs bits? Fucking. I was like, what was I clicking? Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Thank you.
Ad
Thank you.
Astra.
Uh-oh. My headset's gonna die. Let me see how. Do I not have that open? Do I gotta plug them in? I don't want to plug them in. Do not want to plug in. Did I finish Doki Doki? Did you put that twice? No, I didn't yet. I was low key waiting for you to drop back and waiting for a good time. I might retweet my stream and stuff so I can plug my headphones so I can try to get maybe some more people from the Doki community. And should I finish it? I think I should finish it, huh? Should keep playing. It's all good. Oh, what I said was let me plug this in. Hang on. Yeah, I should start that now so I have time to do it because I do want to watch Alex's stream as well. And yeah, Dude, hers was doing really good the other
Rebooting.
day. That was insanely cool. So, but it's also because, you know, the first playthrough. Those are great in the Doki community, Morty. Before Alex comes in and I leave. You you would leave to go to hers. Yeah, I gotta watch hers too. I would understand that. I want to get Alex to come in here, but I don't want her to get spoiled. All right, sorry about that. You know, I had to reply to a buddy about the stream. The stream. He's a mod. I was gonna see if you want to stop by. Edit stream info. Which here you get to name it. What should I name it? Doki Doki. See, try. I'll just do trying to get the good ending. What should I do? Uh.
A few moments later.
Okay. 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 I just gotta change the game. I was gonna say just name the stream title, but I was like, I'll just do this really quick. Da, 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 da. Should I put my be right back thing? I think I probably should have put the be right back thing. That would have been a little better. While I retype this real quick. Mother. I cannot type right now. There we go. I am sorry. Oh my goodness. A few moments later. Oh wait, no. Why am I opening it through Steam? Actually, yeah, I was gonna keep it open through Steam as well, just so I can what's it called? So I can keep track of how much time I've played in the game because I had to re-download it. So we're gonna do this real quick. Sorry. I know it's weird, but I like to keep crop your fucking memes. They're so mean. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do this and boot it up from here. And there's the files. And there's the files. And then there's Happy Thoughts. Do you remember Happy Thoughts? Did you see Happy Thoughts? You were cleaning? It's all good. I need to finish cleaning too. That was off key. Doki Doki. Ah! Last thing, I'm sorry. So, okay, let's get going. If anyone just is joining, welcome. This is Doki. Uh-oh. I think it was this one. Let's just get... Okay, so let's catch ourselves up a little bit. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's that barrier that'll get us, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Matt. Okay. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Wait, she said, oh, no? Oh, no. It kind of reminds me of something that Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of kid stories in just a few simple words. That was Monica talking. I'm sorry. He's famous for telling all kinds of kid stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. You probably... yeah, those go together. I don't know why the button is there, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning, though. So I can see why it would be, blah, 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 blah. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. So it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Fucking... That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own writing, blah, 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 blah. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of writing styles. Their own kinds of styles. I'm adding words now. Hello, what's up? But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always am that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. It's this one again, huh? Yeah, because we had to restart the game, remember? So if Alex ends up lurking, we're pretty early at this point, because to get the good ending, I had to get to a certain point in the game. Start a new game. All right, that's all I'll say. Hole in the wall. This one. This is not even her worst one. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? Let's read it so I can get the good rhythm going. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? See the direction the sparkle protrude? Can I not read? Like, holy shit. I need to slow down. Morty, take a breath. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? Huh, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Huh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I feel like there's other poems in this game that have more spacing that could be used for that, or with an example like that. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. This game. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that was everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land. Oh wait, whoa, this is different. Yeah, there's a few parts that are slightly different depending on your route, right? Because I think earlier, instead of listening in on Monica and Sayori, we went to the closet to see Natsuki, or Natsuki. I like Natsuki better. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. I can't read, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. She just puts it down like that. Oh, I remember that. She just like slaps it down. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Matt did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. Fucking Yuri. Oh, stick up the ass, Yuri. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Matt liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Matt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't Oh wait, Natsuki said that. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matt started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... Hi. Hello, Alex, welcome. We're around the same part you were, because I had to get the good ending, I had to stop at a certain part and restart. So we're at that first fight that you saw. We just shared our first poems. Now, and Yuri, this doesn't involve you. Hype, thanks for the emotes. Love them. Alright. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Matt, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn that, if she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Matt. Alex, yeah. Wait. There's a reason we have so many... Wait, did she say wait? Yeah, she said, well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is only unnecessarily and limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matt? Thank you. Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Giggity. Wait, hang on. Is this a point where I have to actually do something different? Do I have to side with Natsuki for this point? Give me 1 second. I would usually say, Sayori, come help, but they'll say, oh, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Okay. Come on. There it is. Just 1 sec. I'm sorry. Okay, best ending. Step 1, Sayori scene. Step 2. Again, you have to, in the end... I don't think this matters, actually. Okay, so we're gonna do, well, obviously, Natsuki. Give it spice, thank you. Usually I would say Sayori. I forget what happens when Sayori comes to help, honestly. I should, I kind of want to make a little note for myself for that. Hey, go back and see what happens if you say help me, Sayori. Alright, Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Wait, that what it said? What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing. Did I read that? Writing is really and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. She's probably just over there like... Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in a surprise. This reminds me of The Office. Thank you. I haven't seen The Office too much, but I'll take that definitely as a compliment, 100%. You're a great writer, Natsuki. I'm guessing my narration, right? Not this point of the game, right? You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. I messed up my hat. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Matt. Fucking tsundere. Sheesh! Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? Thank you. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Why waste time and say what word when if you do the trick? Oh, is that Office? That's great. Everyone reads those poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Matt. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing about we get. It's a nice change of pace from the lazing about we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's just some time before we go home, so we'll relax for a little bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing in the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Fucking Sayori. Aha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Uh-oh. In the end, though, Monica's right. I'm fucking gonna get clipped. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all of my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess that's what it's worth. In the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Hello, what's up? I'm Matt. I've been speaking English my whole life. I can read. Morty. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yeah, Alex, if you're still here, this is definitely before where you were, because I'm a little bit earlier, because like I said, I restarted for the good ending. I had to start pleasing Sayori for, like, picking her words for her poems, and then partway through the game, I go back and I have to do Natsuki's. If it gets to the point where you start your stream, or you're still here, I should rather say, I'll let you know when it gets to a spoiler, or when it gets to, like, pretty much past where you are. Even though you'd probably recognize new parte. Anyway, sorry. It was alright. Well, mostly. Oh, that was Natsuki. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matt, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat talk. It was It was a neat thing to talk with about. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Why do I struggle with the simplest sentences? What's up? Hello, welcome. I'm Matt. Make sure to drop a follow. Every time I get awkward, I do the awkward self-plug. That's that. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. You say that like it's like a whole slew of people or something. Those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Matt, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Well, obviously. Could have sworn I heard my phone vibrate. Sayori? About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. That's not Sayori enough. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Alright. Phew. You know, Matt, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is... Did she interrupt me? That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. So, it looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really have to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that to myself more than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. You're so mean to Sayori, dude! Okay, yeah, let's do this. Poem time. So, let me pull that thing up again. Just double check. I know it probably says pick cute words for Natsuki, but I need to make sure. Okay, start a new game, but before that scene, an appeal to Natsuki. Select cute and fluffy words when writing poems. Again, and you can unlock 2 special scenes with Natsuki by writing poetry that appeals specifically to her, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but let's see. Okay. What the heck? Alright, sorry. Sorry. Let's put this out of the way real quick. I wish I can tab out without the game closing. Alright. So, I think for Natsuki, she would like... sing. No, I knew that would be Sayori. I knew it in the back of my head. Candy. Yes. The part. No, damn. Okay, hang on. Shit. We gotta save right here. And I just gotta make sure the rest of them, or at least the majority of them, appeal to Natsuki. Papa. Yes. Obviously. Heartbeat. Cool. What was another one for her? Let's see. Portrait, essence, comfort. I don't know any of these ones actually, to be honest. Essence, that's of course Yuri. Feather, no, that's Sayori, I think. Boop, boop, for sure. What's up? Welcome. Thank you. Bunny, bouncy, philosophy, depression, warm. That would be bunny, right? Yeah. Peace, ocean, desire, bed, marshmallow. Yes, thanks, welcome. Graveyard, lust, pure. Lust is Yuri, I think. Excitement, parfait. She's a baker. Kiss, because she's a little tsundere that wants love. Kitty, socks. That's Natsuki. Lollipop, the tragedy, games. That's games is Sayori. Lollipop. Alright, cool. I think we got it. Anime, Doki Doki, fluffy, fun. Oh, that's Sarah. We're fine. That's most. That appealed to Natsuki, right? That was majority Natsuki. Kawaii. Cute. Oh, she does know she cute. Aura. Universe, misfortune, loud, calm, unrestrained, proof, dance. That dance is Sayori. Proof? Thank you. I like how you could tell when I actually needed help and when I knew it. Like, you waited like the perfect amount of time. Another day, let's go back, okay. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here, over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. It's those double O words, really? I didn't know it was also those, that's good to know. I knew hers were like baking stuff and cutesy stuff. Interesting. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Matt! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Yeah. I'm just still not used to you being here in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to... Thank you for the, why are you running? Thank you for the why are you running? It's also probably startles me because I'm just like into reading, you know. And then it's just like, boom. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that? All of a sudden. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So you're either not hungry and you're either not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. It's always a must. Thank you. Always the must is the snack. Oh, sorry, I'm slow. The cute words. Why are you running? Shit, sorry. I'm out of context. Hello, dumb streamer over here. Or you plan to conveniently forget that your money, so I let you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ouch. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yuri, get out of here. It's always a must. Is it the sound effect that's a must or the boops? Cute words. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Matt to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. Look at her smug expression up there, man. Look at that. Oh, I can point to the monitor, I guess, huh? Like, look at that. I keep forgetting the camera's at an angle, so if I point sideways, you know, it's gonna be behind. You should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. She's so mean. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Aww. Retribution. Oh yeah, that's right. Retribution. That. Fucking Sayori. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me... hello, I can read. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, I forgot the cookie. Fwap! Kya! Oh, that's her. Here's just saying, Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! That was... Look at her fucking face, I love it. A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna just give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your action though. Natsuki, it was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Should I act it out? Okay. You're going through a whole lot over just one cookie. Well, you put her through half of it because you threw it at her. Come on. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Hehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Aw, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and, hello. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. What's up? I know how to read. Oh, where's the files? They're not there. Is there anything else? Characters, game, Renpai, copyright, DDLC, CPY, SH, happy thoughts, log, and readme. Alright. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you... come on, Hair, get out of the way. Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me? Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... Aha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hehe, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Thanks for the emote. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Ah, I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! Ow. Yay! That's Sayori. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Matt. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh, is that me? I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. That's her fucking catchphrase. She says that like 30 times in the game. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! You guys remember the South Park episode? The smug alert episode? They're all driving Priuses. Thanks! And they speak with their eyes closed because smug people talk with their eyes closed like... So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Thank you for the emotes. Appreciate it. If you guys end up lurking, or there is a lurk command now. But if you're chilling, you know, there's that. There's a bunch of commands as well. Put exclamation... Here, I'll do this if you guys want to see the list. There's a bunch. You guys can duel, dude, and everything. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. I saw this great fan art. It was like, you know that old elementary book, if you give a mouse a cookie, but they put Sayori on there? If you give a Sayori a cookie. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Yuri is back to her book. And Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet. South Park. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to meet me expectantly. Sorry. It's not long before Natsuki comes to meet me and comes up to meet me expectantly. I can read English. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand, then clicks and turns it over. Presumably to check for wrinkles. Man, this shit makes you thirsty. Like, more than other games, since you're talking 99% of the time for this one, you know? Unless you're reacting to it. I pull out the first one, part pick up something, the Tsuki blah blah blah, presuming to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't get people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you know. Blah 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 blah. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did the first volume leave off again? I forget. Ah. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica? Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around to clean it up a bit. It's all still here. I just had to organize it a bit. Monica, you don't touch the manga. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. I don't remember seeing that part. That's funny. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Is that the top shelf? I can see him fine. Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsed stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, what? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah! Careful. I know what I'm doing. Fucking Natsuki. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. Morty. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab. The books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki used her fingers to scoot Hello, I can read. Natsuki used her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes onto the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! That was a whole ordeal for you, Natsuki. She's like, look, I can get these books down. Almost falls down. There, I did it. You owe me a quarter. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? Man, I thought you were gonna have to catch her or something. I did too, honestly. I thought it was gonna be one of those scenes because I know I haven't gotten all the Natsuki scenes. Don't know that much about her route at all, actually. I don't want your help, okay? Sigh. I'm gonna go get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Natsuki, just let us grab the books. You're making it such a huge thing. It's taking 10 minutes to get the books down. I'm gonna get the chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Ha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. You idiot. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. You're gonna fall. Ah. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lessons, so I keep my mouth shut. Okay, if she doesn't at least let us hold it still. Ugh. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Okay, another step towards the good ending then, right? Because I have not seen that before. There's the fan service if you guys want. Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm staring at her ass, doesn't it, when I look at my monitor? Oh my gosh. Ah, there we go. See? I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. What? The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting there and doing nothing? We didn't think you'd let us, Natsuki. Natsuki? However you want to pronounce. I like Natsuki, but it's Natsuki, I guess. But I think I've heard Dance of Auto say Natsuki. What are you doing? Can't you just... Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of just sitting here doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Alex, we're still here. It was still the same era I think you were, but you were going for the Sayori round, I think, at that point. And you got the part where you were buttoning up Sayori's blazer. That and scenes like this are, I guess, the weirdest it gets. But it doesn't get like lewd or anything. I think that's lewd. I can almost see up her skirt. Gah. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Huh. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Matt. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one, eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Just let me stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Uh-oh. Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? Okay, in respect for Natsuki, or in defense, sorry, that's a better word. In defense of Natsuki, why was main character still sitting down to hold the chair? If he realized he could see up, why didn't he stand up? I mean, can you not hold a chair? But while standing up? Like what? You know, right? I don't know. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. No, we didn't. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. Yeah. The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flips from under Natsuki's feet. Practically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you. She should have just let us grab the books. Crash. The force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms, and her face lands straight against my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Ooh. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh. She presses her arms straight onto me. Sorry, she presses her arms straight on into me and to prop herself up. Ow! Yeah, putting all her weight on you, just that one small bit on your chest. Eh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, gross. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. She just socked us in the chest? What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry, sorry. Here's your fan service. Wait. There you go. I'm kidding. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know. Don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Man. I need more water already. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki. It's Monica from Doki Doki. Hey Monica, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How you doing today? How you doing, Monica? You got a writing tip for me, Monica? I'd sure appreciate a writing tip from you. That'd be special. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she just can't get it out. That sucks. You know why I know that sucks? Look at this. This isn't a crease, but I bought this coffee table book that's got just all the character art and stuff, you know? And if you look at this part, if the web fake green screen thing will let me, there. See the gap between the front cover? That doesn't go away. So it's slightly, obviously it's not going to let me show. But if I flip it, wait, yeah, you can't see it. I want to tell you thank you for playing my game. I want to thank you for being so loving and informative in your game, Monica. You've given some good tips. Like this. I mean, you told me to do this. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Yeah, sorry, I wasted time trying to show the little crease. Basically, the cover of that book is like raised up slightly from the rest. But again, yeah, thank you for the follow, Monica. Appreciate it. And hey, even Monica has typos. Love it. Instead of continue, well, she just lowers her head. I wonder if we're gonna get a Sayori or Natsuki account in here. I haven't met Sayori or Natsuki. Well, I've met Sayori. I haven't met Yuri or Monica. Or can I not English? I haven't met Yuri or Natsuki yet. I've only met Monica, you, and Sayori in chat. Instead of continuing, she just lowers her head. Oh, that sucks. Natsuki, are you? No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I half understand the crying. It'd just more be frustration, but I guess it's just something she enjoys, right? And it just finally happened. Yeah, I can get it. It's more so of the whole situation than just the crease, right? I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean things up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on this one once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and sniffles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box up onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, I should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Haha. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Aw. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Apparently, when Dan made the music, I guess it's not as crazy as it sounds, but I think it's kind of interesting. He didn't use a keyboard or a guitar or actual guitars or anything. He actually just used keyboard and mouse. He didn't use a piano keyboard, which I guess is interesting because I guess a lot of people when they're making the digital music they'll have the keyboard controllers. Oh wait, what happened to the files? Did they change? Did you change the files? Characters, game, live, renpai, copyright, DDLC, DDLC.py, DDLC.sh, happy thoughts, log, and readme. Readme's always there. Okay. Because readme sounds like, oh, what's that? If you insist. If we sit in the same spot as last time and open the second volume. Oh, sorry. We sit in the same spot as last time and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes in the background elements. Morty. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets her attention as usual, and it's time to share our poems again. Morty. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. You guys already know who's first, right? Anyone who knows me for like 2 minutes would probably know. Best girl. It's forever, Sayori. Ooh, I really like this one, Matt. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me either. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Alright, give me 1 sec. I want to turn my fan up. Should we put on the weeb hat? Should we put on the Doki Doki?
The Doki Doki hot meat. The Doki Doki. There's somebody. We got the.
Can you focus? Because I can't cover the frame with it. I fucking love this hat, dude. I feel like every time I put it on stream, I show it just in case someone new shows up. I'm like, yeah, dude. Alright. Oh, the fan's so much better. Holy crap. Holy shit. Alright. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? What? Me either. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? What does that have to do with it? Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. My dude. Welcome, Blake. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Wait, who said that? Okay, I forgot about this point. I forgot about. I don't think I actually saw this part because I played Sayori's route mostly. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Hey man, good to see you. Good to hear from you too, bro. I'll have some people sign on, dude. Hopefully they'll actually check it out, man, because they'll like this game. I bet once people give this game a few minutes, they get sucked in. It seems like. I can't see you liking anything sad. Blah 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 blah. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Matt. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? This one. This is the epitome of bittersweet literature right here. If you can find me another piece of work more like that fits the definition of bittersweet better than this, I would love to see it. I'm not being like sarcastic, like I'm serious. I genuinely think this is Dan Salvato. You did fucking amazing at this game. That's all I can say. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, all in a row. That makes the happy thoughts picture worse! My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That fucking writing. Ugh. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Hey Matt, hey Black, hey, what's going on, Mikey? We're at the part of the game before it gets really trippy. Like, yeah. And I've been really in touch with my feelings. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. The better don't say much more. We don't know what that is. That's from another game. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. How'd you get it? I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was always meant to express myself this way. It even helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ha, don't get ahead of you. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki. If we got some people in the chat, you can do exclamation point duel and stuff. Awesome. Thank you for the text. You can do exclamation point duel or exclamation point. There's a few of them. Just do. We can do this to get the command list. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Urgh. Huh? Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. She just, well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Matt? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki, huh? Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Matt? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Love the voice, brother. Quality narration. Thank you. Never mind, just kidding. Haha. So, I think she'll say that no matter what if you're going for Natsuki's route, correct? Not just if I've done Sayori's, reloaded and gone back. And also, there's something that happens with Natsuki that I'm not sure if it happens if you don't go for her route. So I forget. But I will get to be seeing that because I think after Natsuki's route, it's gonna make me check Yuri's. Yeah, so I have to get Yuri's route after this. Are the files changed at all? Let me see real quick if the files changed at all. Characters, game, live, Renpai, copyright, DLC, blah 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 blah. Nope. Alright. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. Haha. So I'm gonna say she'll say that no matter what if you're going for Natsuki's. What if you're just picking aimlessly though and you weren't really going for Natsuki? Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Haha. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. Oh, sorry. How do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us have noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Matt wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share poems with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Matt is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. Your tsundere is showing. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist. what? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh, never mind. Ah, Natsuki, I'll give you the poem. But that's still not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Matt is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. It is my only copy. It is a good one, too. When you hear the explanation after. Notice the music's the same song, but it's different for each character. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Wait, what? It helps people realize how I was thinking I should say just how stupid they're being. I was thinking to realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an arrogant jerk. Do you know people like that? Or sorry, do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. Her manga. I mean, we already know that because we read manga with her and she's embarrassed. But of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I read it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Say it louder for the people in back, Natsuki. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know? I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Ah. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Alright, I will. Thank you. Yuri! Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Oh yeah, because this is the Natsuki route. I've seen this dialogue. Now, the third route will be dialogue I've probably never seen. Because you... Right. Now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So, please, don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair for you. It's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. Morty, I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but if she's not capable of listening to me I don't hate her. but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that but to abide to that request. Hi again, Matt. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along together so well. That's one way of putting it. Hi, Matt. Hey, what's up, Frank? How are you doing? We're replaying this, trying to get the good ending. We're pretty early in-ish, though. We're not too much further than what's it called? I don't even think we're close to Act 2 yet. How you doing, Frankendoodle? I remember you. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Oh my gosh, Alex, if you're here, when I was telling you the poems get better, this is one of the ones out of all the characters' poems I was thinking of when I said they get better. So, if anyone's lurking, this is a good poem to listen to, because this one gets me. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, granting waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign, queasing, oh, that's Autumn. Oh yeah, duh, that is Autumn, that makes sense. What's up? I just, feel like I've seen another Frank. Got stopped by too. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting waveform. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign? What is that? Sign, cuisine, tangent. That's the only part I don't get. Frank's good too. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem. Meaningless. Load me. You know what sucks? It's still just as creepy, but I don't get the chills like I used to because I've read it before. Saving the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless can be a meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sign, coising, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Yeah. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. No! You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. But I'm pretty sure if something unexpected actually happens and you reload it, it happened, so you won't be able to get the good ending, if I'm getting that correct. I don't know. There's so much technicality with this game that I don't even know yet. But I do know a decent amount about this game. You never know when you might change your mind. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Hang on. I'm checking the, what's it called real quick. The tips on how to get the good ending. Okay, start a new game just before that Sayori scene and appeal to Natsuki. Select cute and fluffy words when writing poems. Yep. Again, you can unlock 2 special scenes with Natsuki by writing poetry that specifically appeals to her. At the end, select Natsuki to help you with the festival preparation. What? Okay, that's why. I was like, I already did Natsuki, but that was because I only had done Yuri before. Let me see. Again, you can unlock 2 special scenes by writing poetry that specifically appeals to Natsuki. In the end, select Natsuki to help you with your festival preparation. The 3rd cutscene will play. As usual. Exit. Okay. I really hope hello. I can't decide on a fandom. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm just checking a little tip on how to get the good ending right now. So without spoiling, it says exit the game before checking in on Sayori. The last time I did that, it was the black screen, but I didn't open the door. Don't say anything if you know. So that should count, right? I played it before. I know. I'm just trying to make sure I don't say anything so anyone else. Okay, so if I got to the black screen just before that Sayori scene, that should count as not seeing it because it didn't actually play. Right? Am I getting that right? I hope I didn't go too far because otherwise this second run through isn't going to help with the good playthrough. So I did the Sayori route, got to the black screen just before you open the door, quit the game, restarted, and now I'm doing Natsuki's route. Okay. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Who's best girl for you? You played it before. Who do you like? I've never gotten the good ending before. Understandable, because you have to reload stuff. That's why I have a list open just to make sure. Thanks for listening, Natsuki. I can wholeheartedly respect that. I like Sayori, but Natsuki's very close second. She's cool, actually, too. Alright, thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Natsuki best girl. That's the only incorrect best girl I can agree with. I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. I mean, she's canon. She's best girl, and that's canon. If you go to the For Fans by Fans site, the merch store, she won best girl there too. I'd say that's canon. I have a plan today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Yep. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Sayori best girl. I'd have to politely agree with Cherry Blossom. But Natsuki is a top tier, highly qualified, like highly respectable, commendable best girl as well. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's one concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Natsuki's adorable, but Sayori's personality I love. But I can see why people like the tsundere archetype. She's so shy. She gets by going. It's not like I like you, right? I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Oh wait, that was Yuri. Sorry. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has already been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's a great deal and all. All are best girls. Yeah, this is a really good game. Like each one of the characters hold up so well. They're all best characters. And like if it's such a good game. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. I like Yuri. I see it. A lot of people like Yuri too. Her shyness, I see what people like. She's a little creepy. Little creepy. But her shyness, Oh, okay. Sayori has been working on posters, blah, 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 and pamphlets. I can give out during the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah. we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe. Sayori, who's been coloring on a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Or is it Natsuki? I end up saying both, honestly. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. She's just like, no. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone up until just a couple of days ago. Sorry. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and put on a good performance, I can English, hello, what's up, I know how to read. Then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better it will be to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. You'll just wait till it gets intense. We're in the nice, just go with the flow part right now. You know, it gets. Just wait. That's right. And it's those reasons that we'll be, and it's those reasons we're all in the club this day. I can't English. Hello, what's up? And I accidentally skipped it again. Holy shit. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Yeah. Hi, I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never fucking learned how to read. I can't tell if you're saying sarcastic or not because you're typing. I mean, I suck at reading out loud sometimes. What's up, Jared? Welcome. Been the best. Oh, wait. That's the same username, right? Yeah, you were here. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying to... It'd be a vine. I'm Jared, then in that vine. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Hi. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. I try to do that. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Ah, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to Yuri when she gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into deep, sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. I need to learn to enunciate with better timing sometimes. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that this must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. There goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. What? Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine like you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Matt liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, that's the rap. I just clicked in my head. I was like, oh. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle. I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle delivery. Where that sort of gentle delivery doesn't work as well. I can't English. What is up? It might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Morty. Then next time, I'm going to make you... Excuse me. And then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. I need more water. Always keep the water on hand. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay. So, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Matt. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. I might as well might as well let Matt lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. That hurts, Natsuki. That fucking hurts. Can I get an F in the chat? Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in from the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. So check the ring real quick. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone. I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that you'll improve over time. That's something that you'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Did I hear something? No, I'm good. Thought I heard something outside the door in the other room. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken. Aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But it's when it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry. Why can I not read? You won't have much to worry about for the festival. Am I like dyslexic or something? Like, holy shit. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Coming through? Yeah, coming through. That's weird for Monica to say. It might be hard, but I hope they all realize... Realize what the fuck? Give me a sec. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, Yuri. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Matt. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is helping a little bit... helping? What? What? But today Sayori is being a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Am I out of focus? Let me double check. No, cool. Just making sure. But today Sayori is being a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. Huh. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Natsuki... I've never gotten that one. It's always been the Yuri. So, let's just say one day, Natsuki asked you to walk home with her. Asked you to walk home. Asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, is it the same as Yuri's? Let's see. I want to say Sayori still, but let's see. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why has the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? Oh, instead of beautiful and smart or something. It has nothing to do with what I just said. Ah, you admitted it. Jeez. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. But it's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Huh. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for tracking me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what the time will bring. We're gonna do this one though. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? Eh? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Matt. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Huh? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away, so who knows what will happen in that time. So another Natsuki? Puppy? Okay. Fluffy? Skipping? Ah! Poof. Haha! I get it now. Thank you. I forget who said that. That was Ben, right? Ben some boop. Childhood is Sayori. Kitty. Nibble. Dazzle. Oh. Sorry, Sayori, you're next time. Time. I did yours first. Don't make me feel bad, Sayori. Giggle. Anime. Shopping. This one warm. Essence. Candy. Yes. Vanilla. Doki. There we go. Bubbles. Kiss. There we go. Bliss. Oh. Yeah, I should have known that was Sayori. Lust is Yuri. Ocean. Vacation. Cage. Fantasy. Bunny. There we go. That was majority of Natsuki, right? Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. What did I see? I saw chat. Nope. Anything changed in the files? Characters, game, live, red pine. Nothing changed in the files. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. Oh, what's that? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help. That you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Huh? I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it? Weren't you complaining it just yesterday? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica! Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's pretty specific. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. There's no translation though. I don't get it. I don't get. Huh? Ah, never mind. Squid. Monica. So meta. It is so meta, but it's a Western game. Translation of what? It's originally English. Right? Like, I don't get it. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event now. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Oh, so everyone's late today, eh? Sayori is sitting at a desk in the oh no, yeah, she was just sitting there. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else, huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little bit. It just feels like you're a little off. I'm sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Matt, what's up? What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Matt. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to you about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Matt. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Matt. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? Because that's just how she is. Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Uh, I've said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget about what I said. Man, I really feel like I might have fucked up on the good ending thing by getting to the black screen before that Sayori scene. Do I want to look it up real quick? Can I look it up real quick? I'm gonna look it up real quick. I want to see if there's a way. Do I have to get there before the black tech or the black screen? Delete the first run folder. Well, I installed it fresh. Alright, let me see. Don't worry, if you prepare with the clan, Sari will... Before witnessing, okay. Okay. I think I'm good. But I want to make sure. 1 second. Huh, okay. I'm back. What's up? Of infinite choices. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. What do I know? Give me a sec. Actually, I'm gonna go pee pee. Whoa, what happened to the camera? Sorry, I got distracted real bad. I had to open up the MSI Afterburner and stuff real quick because I realized it's getting hot in here. And I wanted to cool down the PC, ramp up the fan a little bit, just because it was just slightly hotter than I'd like. I'm sorry. What do I know? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watched her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Huh? I look up and see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and... Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. It's just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Aw, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell... If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean... Oh, sorry, that's her. That's usually my character that says that. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about her or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'll probably make it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Oh yeah, she got worried like we were just like thinking about Sayori, like oh, right? Let me put on the warm light. Is that better? What's better? I guess the full light. I don't know. I feel like I look weird up, but that monitor doesn't have as good a color as my main monitor, so that could be why. I'm distracted easily. Hello, what's up? I'm Matt. I'll be here all week. You're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll become a lot more obvious. Yeah. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez. If you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah, when was she worried? When was Natsuki worried? Didn't feel like talking or anything. Then it is. What does she want? It's not like I'm okay. It's not. She seemed kind of worried. So I gotta go. Alex is like, oh, for sure. I'll probably call it soon and go see her. Maybe, I don't know. I might continue for a little bit though. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to try to compete with it. We both have our streams next to each other up there. We'll do this. Why can't I host her? She's not there. Oh wait, that's not what I needed to do. I needed to rate it. There we go. There you go. Peace.